Hello everybody, so we're going to be playing Orwell today. Last time I played this was like over 4 years ago, so it is like a new game to me. So I think I'm going to create a second profile because it assures me I've completed loads of episodes before, but I'll be honest, I can't remember anything of it. So profile 2 is an empty profile, so let's start from the beginning. This is the original one, Orwell keeping an eye on you, so there is a second one that's Ignorance of Strength as well, but we're playing the original today. Congratulations, you have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create the profile. Select a profile picture. I mean, I guess let's pick a different one this time. What should we pick? Picked that one last time. There's not many options, is there? Let's go for that dude, I guess, then. Let's go for DPS. No, you can't do all capitals. Okay, let's just go for David then. Next step. Did you know you are one of lots of applications accepted? You may now enter your email address. Okay, we'll just skip that bit. Be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in my best belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdictions of the nation. I agree. Alright, setting up profile. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. I'm already creeped out a bit. Your registration is complete. Logging in. Ooh. Vaguely remember this. Is something going to explode? Maybe not. Looks so creepy, innit? I mean, we are actually there now with face recognition, aren't we? All calm and quiet. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Who's that? Oh. Safety begins here. Laughing and joking. Aren't those no record found people supposed to be like creepy? Like there should be records of everybody, shouldn't there? Oh, yeah, okay, I remembered that right. Not good. The clocks were striking 13. Then they broke. Symes, you're online, good. Call me Symes. I'll be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants across the globe. Well, it's like billions now? Or is it certainly in the hundreds of millions? Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from the footage, there has been an incident, so let's get started. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay, Reader. The National Beholder. Headlines. Loading. Loading. The lead. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, and honest. It's a good day to fall in love. Can't click on that. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bompton. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bompton. Oh yeah. That's sad. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bunton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambitions suspected as a mysterious letter reaches authorities. The explosion obliterated the Freedom Memorial in Bunton, leaving nothing but rubble behind. The photo is by Ump. But he's Ump. Bunton, at approximately 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bunton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. All apart from that little sad bit there. Police forces closed the area off immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, The Thoughts Are Free, had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. Jerk. Okay, cool. Negotiation in Triffill failed. Pargesian president aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triffill. Blaine encourages renewal. Freudian slip there. Violent riots are all too common in the shattered city of Triffill. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Pargesian capital city Triffill have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Kasser abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organisation of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation in the neighbouring county and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Jerp. What does jerp mean at the end? Answer in the comments if you know. What does jerp mean? Movie shooting completed. Oh. Like filming, not shooting. Shooting of the Grey Shadow saga has finalised. 3rd part of the saga to hit movie theatres next Valentine's Day. 100 Grey Shadows. Valentine's Day 2018, written and directed by Sumishi Aran, Rhubarb Productions. An updated version of the official poster was posted by a director. After a lengthy shoot in the hills of Bunton, self-proclaimed visionary director Sumishi Aran announced that his filming of his eagerly awaited romantic drama 100 Grey Shadows has finally come to an end. Announced via his Timelines profile yesterday, the brash director said he was eager to begin post-production and the final editing stages before the conclusion to the Grey Shadow series would hit the cinemas on Valentine's Day next year. The 3rd and final chapter in the Grey Shadow saga, previous releases being A Grey Shadow and Another Grey Shadow. What's this one called? 100 Grey Shadows. There's going to be 1,000 Grey Shadows. It was announced for release almost 4 years ago, but it was postponed numerous times due to production problems. Fans have speculated that this was largely due to the breakdown of Hollywood power couple Betty Avon and Mike Medill, those two, who had long-lasting quarrels during the film. As a result, one production hand was reported to say that these spats were getting out of control and that completion of any scene featuring both actors was nothing short of pulling teeth. When we reached out to Rhubarb Productions to get a comment, they declined the rumours and claimed them to be mere speculation. Right, cool. We've caught up with all Bunton. Right, relationships, unknown person. Let's dive into this. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. So is she someone different then? Unknown person. Literally, we've got nothing apart from physique. Oh no, we've not. We've literally got nothing. Is that on listener, insider? Well, wow. How do I see the woman? Oops. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. L.H. Courtney. Right. Okay. Right, that's the reader, that's cool. Well, is this the blue-haired woman? Take a look at the arrest record. Ah. So, I've got unknown person. There's like nothing on here. What do you mean take a look at the arrest record? Adapt all data from the police record. How? Oh, right. They're the bookmarks, that's what you have to do. Right, Watergate, Cassandra, July the 10th, 2016. Bonton Police Database, Watergate, Cassandra. The highlighted elements in the police record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connection or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into the profile to upload them to our servers. So that's our main suspect. We've decided Cassandra Watergate looked suspicious. So she's our main person. Cassandra Watergate. Upload to Orwell completed. Freaky, eh? Oh, there's a picture of her. So let's put that on Orwell as well. Ooh. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We need this info to progress. So she's arrested on the 10th of July 2016. Assault on a police officer. Unbelievable. Related documents found. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you'll see what I mean. It's going to be at that Freedom Monument, isn't it? Duncan Lloyd arrested her. Bonton Central PD. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly removed when the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with their hands behind the back, the suspect cooperated immediately. So if we go back to our bookmarks now, is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Cassandra W. Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist? The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W. pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Previously arrested for assault on a police officer at Freedom Plaza. The exact same location as the assault, then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Yeah, me too. Protests at the Freedom Plaza turned violent 2 weeks ago. Jerp turn. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused Cassandra W. Is that her? No, she's got blue hair. Who is an artist by profession. Right. She's an artist. Very good. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? You're a very suspicious person, Symes. Oh, great. You found the document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Haha, this was a test. I've passed. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators, like yourself, are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on the data chunk you do not want to pass to Orwell. However, some data chunk might be necessary to progress the case. Okay. Cassandra W. is an artist by profession, has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show her their support. Her followers, she's an influencer. A trial is now scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labelled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other writers as anti-governmental terrorists. Jerk. Right. Oh, Cassandra's port. Oh, port.folio. That must be an edgy way of writing portfolio. Port.folio. That's a good website. Cassandra's Port, harbouring outstanding art. Welcome to the port of Cassandra Watergate. Oh, look at that. We've got a mugshot. Can we add 2 pictures? No. Oh yeah, we can. So we've got 2 pictures. We'll leave it on her official mugshot. Hi! Oh, welcome to the port of Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colourful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Address, in Wonderland, right behind the rainbow. It's kind of better than nothing, I guess. So you're under the impression that our wonderful Miss Watergate is really living in Wonderland. Oh, no, that's like Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? Oh no! This is a good training exercise. Somehow I doubt that. Call it intuition. Thank God you're here, Symes. People's lives are hanging in the balance here. What if you pass me something I cannot identify as wrong so easily? You have got to be more careful next time round. Oh, we can't delete it now. Finally found the courage to quit my dull day job. Focus on my art career. Right, well that's going to be true. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. And put my stuff on port.folio. Below you will find a handpicked selection of my latest work. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and the right side of the pictures. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my UTEL account, the Cassie92. Aha, that will be useful. Good, you found a chat handle. That will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Aha. And tell me which piece you'd like. I'm going to make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. Quite like one of those pieces of art then. Professional painting, pop art, various. Ah, she's pretty good. My beloved furball, Kikyo. Definitely the only family I need. Yup, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter, or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. What do you think? Well, it could be fake, but I reckon she probably is the daughter of entrepreneurs. I'm going to add that. A Christmas present for my darling. Ooh. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well, I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. So she's in a relationship. The fact that she's got a fur ball is not something that we need to know, I guess. Can't click on anything else. That's that done. Right, let's go to the listener. Communications Cassandra Watergate chat session on the 13th with unknown person. Hey you? Hey Jossie, who's Jossie? Is that a boyfriend? I can't seem to find my credit card, I assume you took it, right? Oh, you got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. Must be the boyfriend. Well, lucky for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Definitely the boyfriend. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round badass, have in mind this time? Oh, it's not his attorney. Probably just a business call from one of his favourite clients. Why does she need a lawyer? Actually, yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Dun 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 dun. Guess I better pick her up loads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, they're talking about sneaky business. Oh, whatever, I guess I should pack up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, and oh, parents work in pharmacy. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Oh, she's having an affair. They had different names. Yeah, maybe, gotta go now, text you later. I'm sure. Did she say he was... Oh. No, she didn't mention the name. Ah, that could be him then. Calls him Jossie. Stole a credit card from unknown person. He seems to be pretty chilled about it though. She stole the credit card of an unknown person. If you were able to find out who she was talking about, we could lock it for the owner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney? Yeah, okay. Wait, she stole the credit card of her lawyer? Really? Well, we should be able to track down the credit card of this Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No, really, no need to thank me, Mr. Langley. Cassandra now knows Joseph. You can now have a profile for a related person that can be accessed by the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. So we should definitely add that. Watergate, farmer entrepreneurs, that does ring a bell. Procedure closing raises multiple manipulation suspicions. Investigation into malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing the conflict, the other will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been passed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Scary. Investigation into malicious injury of police officers has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated the accused parents manipulated the accused parents manipulated the trial. Triumphant suspect's lawyer, criminal attorney Joseph Langley. The case that has been at the centre of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of alleged assault against police officers before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence yesterday. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, pictured above, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The revered defence attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defence successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceeding. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced their outcome in their favour. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed to hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma unresponsive to treatment. Gerse. So, was it either dropped due to lack of evidence? Or parents? Well, that's a statement of fact. That's somebody voicing the concerns. Assault against police officer, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. That's a fact. The family openly voiced their concerns the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in their favour. That's what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Yeah, because that was a fact, this was an opinion, that's how we knew. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Oh yeah, Cassandra Watergate. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Metharin Blue, new lemon taste. Mood-elevating medication. Below you'll find a small selection of our most popular products. Cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat based on natural herbs. A Hexatil or a Hexatel Forte. Compensum, activating pills against migraines and strong headaches. Focusin, medication that increases concentration and cerebral performance. Some of these sound a bit futuristic. Ferrule Active, medication for the alleviation of arthritic joint pain. Metharin, antidepressant to help stabilise your emotions. Spiron, all-round painkiller that dissolves in water. Oh, we call that why was I going to say dispersible? Can't think of the word. It's not dispersible. It's not disposable. I can't remember the name of it. Dissolvable aspirin, that's what we call it. Zamirolin Night, soothing pills for good night's rest against occasional sleeping problems and for acute application when suffering from insomnia. Right, company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, and at the same time is the largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. The business Watergate Pharmaceuticals has been in the hands of the Watergate family, owned and managed the firm ever since its foundation in 1931. Bruno Watergate, I'm guessing that's Dad, the CEO of Watergate Pharmaceuticals is Bruno Watergate, grandson of our founder Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in his family business, Mr. Watergate is also the founder of Central Pharmacy Congress, and head of the charity foundation Children of Parges. Dr. Alice Watergate, head of research and development. Dr. Alice Watergate, co-partner of the firm with her husband Bruno, holds a PhD in biology and chemistry, and she leads the research and development laboratories here at Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Oh, Cassandra Watergate, junior COO. Is that actually the same person? Yeah, she looks different, doesn't she? So this is the boring job she quit to do her art. She dyed her hair and she's gone crazy. Junior CEO for Watergate Solution Pharmaceuticals, but she's not anymore if she quit it. Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? No, I bet it's that one. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when this happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. Thanks. Carrying the family traditions to the next generation, Alice and Bruno's daughter, Cassandra. will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapters of our 85-year-strong legacy. Or not. Ah, I see now. Keeping it a family affair. Exactly. If we go to that. Oh, anyway, do we have any more on here? Jobs. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is currently looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. Please address all applications to Josephine Marcadet, Head of HR at jobs@watergatepharma.tna. Oh, COO. See, she's left. Chief Operating Officer. We are urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. Retired? She looks very young to be retired, but we'll go with that. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Currently I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change, don't you agree? I agree. Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers, what may have caused this radical shift. What we expect: many years of work experience in a leading management position, preferably in the pharmaceutical industry, deep knowledge of the pharmacy market, master's degree in business economics are similar, language proficiency in English, French and Chinese desirable, a traditionally orientated character with a mindset that is nevertheless open to new challenges, a competitive and motivated spirit. We offer an ambitious and challenging role with high responsibilities at one of the most renowned pharmaceutical companies in the country, a safe job in one of the most stable and promising industries, a competitive salary, a dynamic team with a friendly and cooperative atmosphere. Research internship. As a research intern, you will be in a scientific research team for 3 to 6 months and support it with your assistants. We expect undergraduate studies or postgraduate of biology, chemistry, biochemistry or similar fields. Reliability and team spirit. We offer an interesting insight in an exciting, fast-moving industry, a dynamic team with a friendly and cooperative atmosphere. If you cannot find any position that matches your qualifications, we are still happy to receive your application. We will then keep your CV in our candidates database and to contact you as soon as a matching vacancy reopens. Right, so that's all interesting. Headlines have been updated. Let's have a look. Crime rate continues to drop. The Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. Ironic after a bond's just gone off. Delacroix gave a press conference early this morning. On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published the new crime statistic report for the preceding year. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offences decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. The crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the Safety Bill. Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix appeared very pleased by these numbers and declared this development an outstanding result of successful safety policy. When confronted with the recent assault in Bonton, here we go, she once again admitted the ambitious goals of the government have not yet been accomplished. She further mentioned that these activities are currently being established which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents. HOD. Wonder whether that's just the journalist signing off. We want you to serve the nation, army of the nation. Right, anyway, that's very good. Ooh. Well, no, that's new. I have read that. I've read it. Oh, I can click on Safety Bill. Ooh, the party. Our principles put into action the Safety Bill. Crimes per 100,000, so we're going up. Started come down, Safety Bill passed down, the party is elected to government, and the crimes down a lot. The Safety Bill is a collection of safety centres, laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the Safety Bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. The Safety Bill also paved the way for strict regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transitioning through the nation. Sounds a bit like Brexit. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Since the safety bill came into effect in 2011, the total number of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. The Parges peacekeeping mission. They look happy. The terrorist incident of 2008 was a terrible consequence of the premature retreat of our troops from Parges, a region torn by civil unrest for years. By the order of the previous government, to fix our predecessor's mistake, the party, when elected in 2009, immediately made preparations to send our highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. After the Parges peacekeeping mission had been signed in 2011, our troops were sent off to the neighbouring country to perform tasks including distribution of aid packages containing food in addition to health and hygiene products to the mostly impoverished population, the rebuilding of infrastructure, particularly schools, hospitals and schools, upholding the law and public order alongside the removal of war relics such as anti-personnel mines and unexploded bombshells, training local police and military forces. Due to recent stabilisation in the Parges, we have been able to reduce the number of station forces while leaving the overall goals of the peacekeeping mission intact. So it could be related to this stuff in the Parges, couldn't it? Positions are 5 pillars for a great nation. Obligatory happy people. Safety and security. We firmly believe in strict safety regulation and mechanisms to preserve the life and well-being of every individual. Economy and commerce. A strong economy equals a strong society. This is why we strive for constant, healthy growth. Values and tradition. Our cultural origins as well as the significance of family and communal life must be cherished. Migration and foreign affairs. Gating immigration from and intervening in foreign countries are necessities to uphold law and order in our own. Sounds very colonial. Education and health. Rock-solid education and healthcare systems are foundations of a great future. Agreed. People. The leaders of the nation. Robert Blaine, Prime Minister. Looks a bit like Boris Johnson, doesn't it? Prime Minister Blaine, as much remarkable visionary as unmatched leader, is a member of the party in the 4th generation. When the surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Mrs. Goddard, left behind a power vacuum, it was the young Robert Blaine who decided to step up and was elected new head unanimously. Just as in this exemplary case, Mr. Blaine will take initiative whenever possible and is sure not to relent until the party's ambitious goals have been achieved. Arthur Scott Gallagher, Secretary of Economy and Trade. Trying to think who he looks like in the government at the moment. His name's ringing a bell. Not his name, his face, sorry. Mr. Gallagher, one of the most seasoned members of the party, is in charge of the Ministry of Economy and Trade. As such, he has direct responsibility for reduced tax levels for big and medium-sized corporations as well as the resulting decline of the unemployment rate. Catherine Delacroix. Looks a bit like Liz Truss. This is uncanny, because the game was made before this government. Wish I could remember who he looks like. Answer in the comments if you remember the politician he looks like currently. Catherine Delacroix, aka Liz Truss, Secretary of Security. The Ministry of Security, dedicated to the purpose of improving the nation's safety on the interior, was formed directly after the election in 2009, just as originally proposed by Catherine Delacroix. Mrs. Delacroix was subsequently granted the position of the first Secretary of Security. She is best known for the inception of the safety bill, elevated security standards in the country to the new level. Peter Faulkner. Nah, don't think he looks like any of the current ones. Secretary of Defence. The Commander-in-Chief of the nation's forces does not tie to stress the importance of stability in the nation's neighbouring countries. To that end, Mr. Faulkner created the Parges peacekeeping mission, which played a key role in the prevention of terrorist activity occurring on nation soil. Yep, and we've already read about the Parges. Yes, we've been on peak projects. Yeah. Participate. Become a member of the party. There are many ways you can contribute to the nation's success. Becoming involved with the party is a huge one. If you are willing to give your all for a better future for the nation and consequently the world, come and join us. Find out. Donate. The party is always grateful for donation of any amount. Your gift will directly help the party to continue its course to build a stable, safe and positively conservative nation. Go figure. Volunteer. Support a local group of volunteers to get in touch with the nation's leaders and champions the topics that matter the most to you and your family. Positively conservative nations, they are like the Conservatives, and all the politicians freakily look like ones we've had recently. Well, most of them anyway. Weird. Becoming a member of the party is a life-altering calling, as you will represent the party in political matters on a communal or national level. Get in touch and apply to us. Join the army of the nation. The party is a big promoter of direct service to the homeland. If you think you have it in use to defend the freedom of the nation in foreign countries and help stabilise them, get enlisted now! Right, that's all very interesting. Nothing new that helps us there, though. But we've read everything now. Cassandra's timeline. Oh, that must be like Facebook. So we've got a picture of her sticking her tongue out. We can put that one in. Yeah, I like that picture being there. Status. You're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. Cryptic. Cassandra Watergate, pop artist and freethinker. Birthday, September the 13th, 1992. We didn't have that before, so... Place of residence, not applicable. In Wonderland, right behind the rainbow. NA's closer. Interests, art, music and activism. As we know from her arrest with the activism. Art, music and activism, what a lineup. Cassandra Lights, The Targets, painting, Alice in Wonderland, hence the Wonderland reference, and my cat Kikaiko. Kikaiko. Imagine calling your cat Kikaiko. I mean, come on. I mean, the cat looks alright, but Kikaiko? Kikaiko? Kikiko? Kikiko? Kikiko would be too hard to say. Kikaiko. Kikaiko. Cassandra Watergate posted on March 1st, 2017, 11:01am. Woohoo! First day of freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate farmers. That'll be when she resigned. What? Who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mummy and Daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art's already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay my bills. Don't you worry about me. But you're giving it away for free. I'm not sure how, but... Cassandra Watergate posted in January. Despised puppets. Despised puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Chuff all of you government lackeys. Opposes the government vehemently. It's like a statement from her own mouth, isn't it? This is a good lesson on digital footprint here. See? When it's straight from the horse's mouth, it's got to be truthful? Trusted? Well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. Mary J. Blige. Not quite, but... Sweetie, what is the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. Risk of radicalisation, I think. We haven't hung out for ages. You've got to get out from time to time. You'd feel much better. I agree. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend. Aha. No matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Cassandra Watergate changed her status. Cassandra's in a relationship with Joseph Langley, not a member. Ah. So that is who her picture's about. With a lawyer. Might be noteworthy. Cassandra Watergate. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed of this poo. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculation of my parents buying me. It makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? So she wasn't happy with that. And we've already read that. At least you are redeemed now. Want to blow off steam together with a little late night shopping tour? Not today. I have a date this evening. That will be Joseph. Ooh, who is the lucky one? Case closed. That's when she got let off. Or there was no evidence. Congratulations, I've never had any doubts about it. Kiddo, you're my heroine in both the heroic and the drug way. Ooh, drug misuse she might be into then. 1,000 cams on the plaza but no proof. Sounds like he knows she did it. We've shown this world the dirty surveillance machine only exists to intimidate and mislead the people into believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. He sounds like a radical. Maybe that's behind her change. Wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew something everything will be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on Friday? Thank you guys, I'm so happy. I'm sure you heard the load fall off my mind. Yeah, we'll totally write an article on our blog. Haha, so she works with Harrison. Juliet, of course, I'm so in. So she changed her profile picture. We've got that. The concert was amazing. Amazing. So amazing. So amazing that I just had to get my hair a little makeover, so that's why she looks a lot different. So that one. She's gone all, yeah, and sticks her tongue out. She has a tongue as well now. So she went from corporate, oh yeah, to having police. Then she developed teeth, and then she got a tongue. Yay! So without further ado, how'd you like it? No, we can't interact, can we? Oh my god, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? We could have gone together. Cassie's going punk. Did Mummy and Daddy agree with that? So Jake's a wind-up merchant. Looks nice. That's a whole new you. You'll also need a new name then. What about Cassarthis? That's clever. Me like it. So she might be using that as an alias. So henceforth, Cassandra shall be known to the world as Cassarthis. An alias name. You know, people on the web, so many names, so many identities. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. That's the spirit, kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group, which explains why further up she's talking about it and writing on the blog. Which could be related to this latest incident, maybe the police incident before. An activist group, is there anything more specific? If you want to join us, would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza on Friday. That was the protest where the police officer got injured. Just discovered this hot new band, The Target. Man, they rock hard. They're playing a concert in the Cell next week. Who's coming along? Mary, I'm looking at you. Mary J. Blige. Punks? Not really my style. Sorry, Cass, can't we just go see Cherry Cheeks sometime? They are not some punks. Their lead singer is a real cutie and they have a cool guitarist girl. Plus they've got a message. What's not to like? No. Sorry, it's not for me. Bah. Alrighty, you're the one missing out. I'll have them all to myself then. Right, so this was back in the corporate days. Ooh la la, we know. Having an amazing shopping tour with my fairy, with my Mary, the best friend of all times. But you really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. And then you dyed yours blue. Ah, that conflicts with the above. Which one to add? Because they are friends. But they've fallen out. Well, that is what happens when you do my hair. So that one will link her as best friends. This one will say it's a broken friendship, so I was going to say that friendship, but they're not on good terms at the moment. How sad. Indeed. Listener. Joseph Langley, another one. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Ah, here she might admit it. Yeah, don't remind me, you know I have history with that place. Already chuffing me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. She's not denying it. I never should have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me into thought. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Who's Goldfells? Maybe that's Harrison. Think of it this way, if you would not have gone to the protest, then you would never have been wrongly indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your car's not working here. Can't buy anything. Oops. That's me. Sorry, Cassie. Have you gone bankrupt or something? No, it's Orwell. Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to do without wine then. Ugh. Here's the thing, I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. One. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every chopping where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your methadone? That's the antidepressant. Yes, damn it. Is that the only thing that matters to you? That I'm on chuffing happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging? If I didn't show up for the appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now? Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon? Please. Session closed. Right. Let's review it now. Enough that I have to catch the bus from there every day. So she might have been there just by coincidence. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. Great minds think alike, Symes. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. I'm so happy when Goldfells accepted me into the group. That could be the one Harrison's talking about, but we don't know who it is. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfells? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Have you taken your methadone? On medication methadone. What's this methadone? Can you look that up for me, please? It's an antidepressant, but yeah, I will. So this will now be antidepressant to help stabilise mood. So she must be depressed. She might be emotionally unstable if she's reliant on this medication. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Get her picked up. The thoughts. The thoughts are free. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. The thought. Overview. Welcome to the Thought blog. Pick an entry below. It doesn't go anywhere. Entry 9. Freedom is unfree. Freedom is unfree by Catharsis. Haha. This Catharsis. Well, we already know her UTEL, don't we? Is the Cassie 92. She last logged in recently. She's wrote one article. Freedom is unfree. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that more than just a little bit, I don't know, ironic? Don't you think? A little bit ironic. Okay, yeah. You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk me, stupid me, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. It's conflict. One would assume that in an age where there are cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was involved or not, but it wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all, which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet and careful when there are cameras around, or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When found in this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much all this for all of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. We have been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride. And I know what you're thinking now, the last thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? The Let Freedom Ring? But the statement behind the ridiculous enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol, there is a symbol of freedom, comprehensive symbolism for everyone, isn't it? With the cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything at all. So she doesn't like the Freedom Plaza, so that should give her a could give her a motive. Right, it's conflict with an unknown data chunk. Are Thoughts Still Free by Goldfells. Administrator. Not been around for a little while. Do I have to go into their individual profiles to like... No, I can't add things that it doesn't want. Okay. Are Thoughts Still Free? Published in March 2012. I propose to consider this question. Are our thoughts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, there is a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free. It goes like this. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? Oh, that's the same song that was sent to the police. Goldfells. It could be Goldfells. They fly by like nocturnal shadows, or it could be someone trying to implicate them by using information they've published before to make it look like them. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them with powder and lead. Thoughts are free. I think what I want and what delights me, still always reticent and as it is suitable. My wish and desire no one can deny me, and so it will always be. Thoughts are free. And if I am thrown into the darkest dungeon, all of these are futile works, because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart. Thoughts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, I believed this was a universal truth, that there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is or is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for ourselves really knowing what is going on in their heads until we choose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bitstream of it, how can thoughts still be free? Enter Orwell. It is not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservations, hold on to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence we will stop thinking. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this world. Yours sincerely, A. Goldfells. 3 comments. Guest. Hey Goldfells. Interesting name, by the way. Just stumbled upon your new blog, and that's some truth you tell here. The web was born in the sense of the ultimate freedom to be who you want to be, express yourself, wasn't it? Now the government has come to threaten this with the real name, policies and poo. Save your IP so they can look up who you are, so you don't say anything wrong, possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you didn't have one before, you just gained yourself your first follower. So this was when it all started. Goldfells. Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find the blog at all. Thank you very much for your kind words, and yes, I am delighted to have a first follower. Hello, admin. I like your things too. Could you one but now even more? To get a service on search engine optimization independent, others get clicks and more than if you now use blah blah blah. You do get a lot of them on blogs. Right, so that was entry 1 anyway. We got 2 through entry 9. Thought must change direction has been archived. Ooh, interesting. This article is private. Due to the privacy settings on the blog, archived blogs are archived articles are now only available from direct links, not from the front page. Sorry, ask an admin of the blog to provide you a direct link if you're interested. Will they send it to us though? So we can't get on any of the archived ones, obviously. Just double checking. Oh, they're all archived. Ah, we could get to that one. Well, probably because we've already found the direct link. Right, interesting. Cassandra's timeline. Oh, she updated it. 13th of 2017. Ha! Finally, someone who has the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. There are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the Big Bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now, Mrs. Delacroix? What now? Really, Cassie? You laugh at people being killed? Are you out of your mind? Interesting. So she says she's against violence. There. In September 2016. But now, finally someone has the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Which is more recent, so... Has an adverse attitude or sees the assault as justified showing the futility of surveillance. Well, that's the most recent one, so that's clearly how her mind's developed. She's changed. I suspect as much. Seems we're looking at the right person. Could definitely be her with her. Alright, what we've found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Juliet Carrington. Is this a friend? Hey, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules? You're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? No. I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing, just between the two of us. I just had to let off steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? The assault on the police officer. Yeah, and lots of other poo today. This bombing stirred up all of this crap again, you know? What I did. What she did, she admitted it! What happened there wasn't your fault. Or was it? Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me. And you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. Cue the dramatic music, definitely. How can it not have been my fault, Julia? I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Chuff, chuff, chuff. Chuff, chuff, French Connection UK. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him, and this is why you really should remove this post. I feel like a bumhole. The worst kind of bumhole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody's innocent. You'll have to let go. Injure the police officer to protect Juliet Carrington. Or admitted guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured the police officer in a rage. Well, we've got to take Cassie's word over Juliet's, haven't we? So she should have been found guilty. So that blog was false, fake news. What? She openly admitted to such a violent act? This is perfect, we can arrest her and open the investigation again. Very good work, the intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Next stop, Wonderland, right? Yeah, that was a mistake. Just kidding, next time be careful with providing the wrong data though, okay? In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of the local police due to her former record. Ooh, Juliet Carrington again. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. Burb. Okay, I'll wait. Well, it's the intervention team from Orwell, so you might be waiting a long time. By the way, how is your boyfriend? You're still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Are you still there? Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she is involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Yeah, for that, even if not for the Freedom Tower bombing, Freedom Statue bombing, Freedom Plaza bombing. Right on the third time. Okay, I've just received confirmation that she's now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group though, whether they... Oh god. No, 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 take a look at the news. Uh-oh. Breaking news, 2 dead after second explosion. What? Explosive charge set off at Stellingen University in Bonton. That is horrible. Well, it can't possibly be Cassandra because she's in custody. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. And as if it wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors, see how we are to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Breaking news, 2 dead after second explosion. Explosive charge set off at Stellingen University in Bonton. At least 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, a letter has been received just before the crime. Stellingen University campus has been closed off immediately after the incident. Photo by It's the fire service, the trees, and I'm guessing the university. Half an hour ago, an explosion occurred at the campus of Bonton University. According to latest reports, at least 2 people were killed, with a further 3 injured severely. The area was evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statements, the City Administration Office of Bonton received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to detonation, which again contained the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, which Thought I've talked about. Exactly like the letter received for the assault on Freedom Plaza yesterday. We will inform you about any developments on this event as soon as the details are available. Well, that is sad. Oh, we've looked through everything. We've not got any insiders yet. We've built up quite a big picture of Cassandra Watergate and her immediate network. Cassandra Watergate linked to Goldfels, Alice Watergate and Bruno Watergate, who were her parents, who are also connected to each other. Mary Bly, a friend, but she's fallen out with. Harrison O'Donnell, the dude who invited her to Thought, or an activist group anyway, that we think is Thought. Juliet Carrington, who is a friend and has been chatting to her recently, particularly about advising her about a social media post, and Joseph Langley, her boyfriend and lawyer, who helped her when she was arrested for injuring a police officer. So we've got a fairly comprehensive picture building up there. that's it for the first episode, so we're going to leave it there for now. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to leave your comments below in the video. Let us know if you're playing along too. Any tips, anything you've noticed we've missed. Hopefully you know how to use the bookmarks now from what we showed before. You don't struggle the same as we do, but that was interesting. Kind of remember a face briefly from last time I played years and years ago, but it is like playing a new story again, which is a great thing about having games for years and years and years. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Summary, day 1. Based on the data you submitted, we have learned the following. Global. Assault on Freedom Plaza. A severe assault occurred at the Freedom Plaza yesterday. Cassandra Watergate was present there prior to the assault and is thus being investigated. Activist group Thought. Hints of involvement with activist group named Thought have been found. A second assault at Stellingen University occurred, seemingly connected to the first. This suggests Cassandra Watergate is either not the only perpetrator or not involved at all. Target person. Cassandra Watergate. She has been criminally charged with the injury of a police officer at the past protest at the Freedom Plaza. She is an artist. The former criminal case was closed due to a lack of evidence. She is in a relationship with her lawyer, Joseph Langley. She seems to have undergone a radical change after she joined the activist group Thought. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. More thorough investigation by law enforcement is suggested. She admitted injuring the police officer, and an arrest has been made. Fantastic, so that's the summary for day 1. I was a bit preemptive in my buys before, but that is it. That's where we're up to. The official summary, following on from my sum up of the relationships and the people involved. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you back here shortly for day 2. See you later.